Well, we'll wait a few minutes, see if anybody else comes on before we get started. What I've got here today is a big box of goodies from Gina Stroup of Lakefront Jewels. Now, I knew she was sending me one thing because she asked me if I wanted it, and I was like, oh, yeah, no problem. I definitely want that. And then this big box that says it's 3 pounds came, and I was like, that's not just one item there. I think there's a few extras. so, so there is some really, really cool. I did glance through it. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? Hope you're doing good today. Cindy, is it you that's on grandson watch right now? I think one of the group mentioned that they had a grandson supposed to show up any day now, and I'm sort of thinking it was you. Hey, Tina. Okay, my chat's not working up on the. There we go. Still on baby watch. Okay, it was you. Good. So, so that'll be fun to do tomorrow or the 24th. Oh, it's given a bit of a wide span there. Hi, Donna. So, Turkey Day is coming. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And I have my 3-day show on Black Friday weekend, so that's coming too. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? And so anyway, I got this box. Yeah, I got just regular mail in the regular in regular mail, but oh, they were giving her 2 due dates. That's interesting. Anyway, so I got 2 boxes yesterday came from UPS. One of them was my new book by Nora Roberts, the 3rd one of the Lost Bride trilogy. Hey, Leslie. And I've been waiting for that with bated breath, so to speak, because, I've read the other 2, and it's like, ugh, you left us on a cliffhanger. So I had to wait for a year to find out what happened. So, and the other one was this really big box, 3 pounds of goodies from Gina Stroup of Lakefront Jewels. Now, if any of you have seen the Lakefront Jewels things from when Randy has had them, she occasionally has them to sell, and pieces from Gina, and so these are things from Gina. Now, I knew I had one item coming from Gina because she had sent me a message asking me if I wanted, if you guys recall the fairy bottles that we use to make necklaces. Well, this was a raven bottle. And she said, do you want this? And I jumped at it. I was like, oh gosh, yes, I definitely want that one. That one will stay with me since I have a raven shirt and raven earrings. And when I do make it into a necklace, it will be mine. But so I was really excited about that. But I'm thinking that's the only thing she's going to send me. Well, it definitely wasn't the only thing she sent me, because there is a lot of goodies. Oh, thank you. My turtles. Oh, come on, Hoop, stay put. Don't get stuck in my hair. So yeah. And so anyway, she sent me all kinds of goodies. And I was shocked because I wasn't expecting anything but the little bottle, because that's what she asked me if I wanted. But she sent me a lot more. So we're going to turn down and we're going to look at all these goodies she sent me. And when I say all these goodies, I mean all these goodies. There's a lot in this box. So, hi, Kimberly. So let's turn down and we'll look at it. I actually am surprised I have earrings on. I almost forgot. I didn't have any on, and then I was coming out here and turning on all my lights and things, and reached up and realized there was nothing in my ears. So I did have to hi Sid, to do that. Okay, here's the side that opens. She used a Danielle Wicks box. But anyway, as you can see, this box is jammed full of all kinds of things. So I'm going to sit the box to the side, and I'm just going to pull stuff out, and we'll look at it as I pull it out. But it's heavy. Now, the first thing I'm going to get out is what she actually asked me if I wanted. And that it's wrapped up in this paper, or this bubble wrap. And it is just beautiful. See, it's a Raven bottle. And I think it's just gorgeous. So I have a dragon, and I may even still have one fairy, but I hadn't had a raven before. So the raven is cool. I really like him. So this is the item. She sent me a picture and said, "Do you want this?" And she says, "I'm not sure I'll ever use it. Do you want it?" And I'm like, yeah. So this is the only thing I was expecting. Where can you get these? I don't know where I assume she got it from Softlex on their live sale. That's where I got my fairy bottles and my dragon bottles. This one's a little bit different because all of those had a glaze over the top of them, but and this one doesn't feel like it does, but it's really nice. I really like it. Oh, hi, Heather. Yeah. So I don't know if she got the Raven one from Softlex or not, but I would imagine so. And I don't know if Softlex has any more left or not. Like I said, I got all of mine when they do their live sales, so I would assume that's when she got this one too. But you know what they say about assume. So Heather, I hope I can distract you. We were just talking about that on Randy's show. Looks like we have some little Millefiori squares. Now, Jenny, when she was doing an unboxing of stuff that Sylvia had given her, she said, "I think these might be Millefiori." And I said, and I put in a comment on the comments because it was a recorded video, telling her they were actually chevrons. These are Millefiori. And you can always tell a Millefiori because these are too tight to look at the way that's making that bunch. Because they have flowers on them. See how they have flowers? And actually, the words Millefiori actually means 1,000 flowers. So that's the way to tell Millefiori. Does it have a flower? If it has a flower, then it is Millefiori. And these are made, or anyway, they were originally made. I don't know if these were made in Italy, but that is where Millefiori beads originated from. So we have Millefiori. My mat's going to be full of beads by the time we're done because this box is full. Okay, so then we also have a Luna moth. Sorry, Heather, I know you don't like moths. But there is a lunar moth pendant. Definitely going to have to do something with this big guy. We actually could make him into a sun catcher because he's got holes in these bottom pieces. We could put 2 strands coming down and then some from the wings too. That would be really cool. So we'll have to think about what we're going to do with him. Then, to counteract him, Heather, we have two big butterflies. These guys are heavy. It's butterfly on some roses and other flowers here down the side. There's two of these guys. Like I said, they're pretty heavy. A bit hefty. I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for. I will use them. I'm not sure I'm going to use them as a pendant, though, because they are really heavy. So there's two of those. Down under there. Heather, did you answer how you're feeling? I know you're probably really nervous. I would expect anyway, since you have your surgery coming up. So anyway, what's next? Let's grab out of the box. We have two large hole big beads here. They look like they're ceramic. It's a pity there's not one more of these squares. We could make a leather necklace with them, but oh, you stayed up as long as you could so you didn't have to wait so long. Yeah, I can understand that. It's pretty nerve-wracking going in to have surgery. So we got those two big guys there. Oh, this next one is sort of fun. There's two different colors of metal. This one's gold. This one's like a gunmetal silver. And these are clasps, and they're snakes. There's the head of the snake and the tail, and it works by swinging this around here, and it holds like there. We got a very large hole, though, so we have to debate what we're going to use to go in those holes. But and it will obviously have to be glued in because there's no clasp kind of thing. So anyway, so we have hey Beth. So anyway, this one's a gold one, and this other one here is like an antique silver, almost gunmetal, but not quite. It says it's a leather clasp, but boy, that would have to be a big hunk of leather unless you're putting extra leather in there. Look at the snake has little holes for eyeballs. You could stick a crystal in there. I think I'd clasp it this way. It doesn't matter, I guess. So the snake head is one side, the tail is the other side. Pretty interesting. My mom wouldn't like these. She hates snakes. So there's that. This next bag is oh God, I love that. These are from Gina Stroup of Lakefront Jewels. She sent me these. Great for a kumihimo braid. If it was a thick one, yeah, you could. Oh, it looked like we died there for a second. So, Botswana agate. A whole bag of Botswana agate. I was like, oh yeah. Another thing I went, oh yeah, about too. But pour a few of these out in the dish. They're nuggets. Ooh, look at this one's red. Isn't that pretty? Where's the hole? Oh, here. It comes out over here. Interesting spot for the hole. We have the grays, the browns, the pinky colored. This one's even sort of the bluey gray. The holes are running through. Anyway, both of them I picked up. The hole is running from the long to long, the long sides. So these are cool. So we all know that I love a Botswana agate. So she gave me a whole little baggie of Botswana agate nuggets. So that's the Botswana agate. And she's given me various pendant pieces. I'm pretty sure this is a soft flex one because I got a yellow one as a prize that I made a leather necklace out of. It's probably still over there on the bust. But this is a ceramic donut. They're made in Peru. Beth, you missed the original thing that she asked me if I wanted, and I said, oh, yeah, definitely. So we'll show you again for anybody who came in a little late and didn't see the original thing. And the only thing I thought she was sending me is this beautiful Raven bottle. Now, I know most of you have been here long enough that you saw the fairy bottles that we made, but here is a Raven one. Isn't that cool? So this is what she asked me if I wanted. And I jumped at it. I was like, oh God, yes, I want that. And then when it came last night, all these other things came with it. I guess she decided it needed some friends. Didn't want to travel by itself. So then we also have a little packet of green and orange fire polish beads here. So those are pretty for fall. I'm just reaching in and grabbing a baggie as I go along because there's a whole bunch in here. Then she gave me this glass go-go style donut. Well, it's not round, so I don't know if it would technically be called a go-go because go-gos are round, but look at the shimmer inside there. Oh, I hadn't noticed the green shimmer right there in the very top right there. That's pretty. So black and copper. Black and copper, this would go with our Midnight Menagerie stuff that's left. Hey, Cynthia. So that's a pretty glass donut. I suppose it is a donut since it has double holes, but it's not a regular donut. So next up is a beautiful pair of butterfly wings, which have caps on them up here. So, and then some jewels all down the side. These will make really gorgeous earrings, and you really don't even need to do much with them. Maybe put one crystal up above, and that would be some stunning earrings. They're resin. So, those are really, really pretty. Slip you in there. Now this looks just to be something from Softflex. It looks like we've got some ear wires in here and some crimp tubes and a couple of little pieces of wire. I don't know if this was originally a little kit of some kind. These beads in here, the stars, I've had them with red background as opposed to the orange. And they are ceramic. And they do have a big enough hole to go on 2mm leather because I have done so. So that's interesting take. Now, I'm not sure about these. These are pretty interesting, whatever you want to call them. And some of them have this little green up at the top, almost like a tomato. And then others have black spots with this black up at the top, look more like a ladybug. But they're very interesting with their real round circles, and looks like there's 4 of each. Maybe pumpkins? Could be pumpkins. They're sort of orange. I don't know. But I think they're pretty interesting looking. I'm not sure how I'll use them. They're glass. But oh, did I pay mine first? I saw it and I thought, oh, well, I'm thinking of it. I better get it paid since I have the money right now in my account. I am tired today. I woke up for some reason at 3 in the morning and I could not go back to sleep. They're weird, aren't they? Any ideas on those? I suppose you could just put a loop on them and use them for an earring. They're just they're interesting. I'm not sure how to use them, though. I've never seen anything like those before. Then we have a whole bunch of yellow and white. Well, I'd call them leaves because of the way they're formed. See how they're formed here? But they don't really specifically need to be a leaf. And look, they'll fit into each other, almost like a snake. So these are interesting. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Lindsay. So see if I wiggle them, I can get them all go in the same direction. And they sort of resemble a snake's scales. Though I don't, well, maybe that is what they're supposed to resemble. I don't know. But they're very interesting. So she packaged them really nicely individually, so they didn't have any damage to anything, which is good because I got a bunch of crystals they were from Temu. They actually gave me a refund because remember we were one shy of the crystals on the well, here, I'll pull it off. On this sun catcher we made. We were one shy of these crystals, so I ordered some. And I ordered a bunch of 50. I'm expecting them to come with some paper or in a box or something. And when they came, they were all just jammed into a bubble mailer. All together, all 50 just, and of the 50, 14 were broken. It wasn't good. So that's the first time I ever felt the need to complain, but I did. Okay, and now we have, oh, look, there's the cake. There's the cake from the Thanks a Latte. In fact, I think it's the same cakes that I have from my Thanks a Latte kit. Let's see, because I haven't used them yet. Come on, babies. You want the cake? They're in that package. Come on, are you the same cake? I think you are. Yeah, it is. So we got 4 cakes. Cool. I can put 2 cakes on something. Or actually I need some more hair sticks. Maybe I'll put the cakes on some hair sticks. Definitely, Heather, and have Steve let us know what's going on, how things go. So we got another glass pendant. This one is red on the back, so it really brings out that the colors in here in the front. It's got some little silver and gold bits in it. Well, they're actually more copper, I guess. And then the 2 pieces of cake. Those are beads, by the way, guys. Okay. Then we have 4 stones. These are actually matte, so I'm not overly excited about these, but they are cool big beads. I think they're chrysocolla because see the mix of the green and the blue, especially on this one. I'm going to take my sunshine cloth and see if I can shine them up a little bit. I think I will, because see how the oil on my hands has already brought some more color into that one. So, not that my hands have a lot of oil, because they're not, because I tend to do a lot of wire and stuff, and for some, wire really dries out your hands for some reason. I don't know why. And I have never been a big lover of lotion, which is naughty me kind of thing, because it's not good for my hands to knot, but I don't. Then we have, this is interesting. It's a cord of some, you know what? Come on, open up. Come here, open up. Huh, I expected there to be a wire in here or something, but there's not. It's just a straight cord inside of here. In fact, it's been shrunk down because the cord itself is down from the ends here. Wonder if I can get it to move back closer to the end again. But it's interesting. Well, no, it's not much closer. But what I was thinking is, here's one of my snake heads. This is big. Come on. Have to cut the end of the cloth off, but the excess. But will you go in there? Because it's a good sized. Might. Extra material. Okay. Looks like some kind of a cotton cord inside there, from what I can see. Go in there, material. All excess material goes in the snake head. Here we go. This material the snake will fit on. I just got to cut some of the extra material down, and then he'll needs to be glued on, but he'll work on there. And then we'll have to figure out something to hang from it. So that's cool. I'll have to look into that, Heather. I really just don't like lotion. It always makes my hands feel greasy, and it just drives me nuts. So, and I have always been that way, and I don't know why. None of my sisters or my mom is, but I certainly am. And we have another little bag of beads here. Trying to figure out what they are from just looking at them, but this looks to be At first I thought it was just some impression jasper, but I'm not so sure it's not Stroup. Look, see? So, what do you think, Heather? You're got lots of Stroup. What do you think? I think it might be. Anyway, there's that one. Then we have some of the clear or white, whichever you want to call it, mermaid beads. And I think this might be a jasper, though. It is gray and brown stripes. See, this one right here has got some patterning on it. Maybe either picture jasper or ocean jasper. I think I think you might need to send me some for a closer inspection, huh? You think so? I love you. See how this big pile I'm getting up here, and I still have stuff in the box. Now this one I didn't really look at. I just pulled it out of the box some. There's all kinds of things in here. They're all filigree pieces, it looks like. Well, that's not true because there's a big crystal right here at the top. See it? We'll set that aside, not put it back in with the metal pieces. Oh my goodness. It's one of the copper fairies from Green Girl Studios. We got them silver ones like this in one of the Softlex sets, and I painted her. But this is really nice. So, and then there's all kinds of other odds and ends filigree pieces in here. Let's dump them out, and then I'll just put them back in as we look at them, because I really didn't look at these at all. Otherwise, I would have known that was a Green Girl fairy. Ooh, this is a pretty filigree. I like that. And these ones are the big ones, looks like from Beadbox Bargains, from the sweater weather kit that we got the 2 sizes in. There's 2 of these. Oh, these are cool. Little leaf pieces. Or feathers. I guess they'd be look more like feathers, don't they? With the rounded edge to them. Then we have, it looks like I have 2 butterflies here. 2 silver butterflies. Silver butterflies. Here's a ring. This would be like an earring kind of thing. Here's a butterfly that's been bent, it looks like. She's probably working up something and then changed her mind. We have a pretty girl in some of, oh, it looks like, come on, Rose, think. It's a flower. It's prayer lilies. There's another butterfly. Here's one for you, Kimberly. A big bee. Then we have, oh, it's swans up here at the top, or storks. And then we got various feathers falling down the side here. Oh, these 2 actually were from a Softlex kit, I bet, because I used these on hair barrettes. One of them I used, it was at Halloween. I actually just sold that hair barrette at my last show, and I had put bats on it. It's pretty cool. So there's 2 of those. This is interesting. It's just a black with patterning on it. I'll have to paint it to bring the patterning out. I knew you'd like that, bee. Hi, Miranda. This one is, oh, it looks like water lilies. And it's got slots from either side here, almost like a slider. Here's another one with a lady on it with some flowers around the outside. These two hearts are the same. There's a flower in the middle with some like leaf patterns around the edges. There's two of those. And lastly, there's, looks like peas in a pod with on top of a leaf. I cannot see the link, honey. Usually, unless you're an admin, it won't let you put links onto other people's spots. So anyway, there it. I'm maybe I'll leave the Green Girl Studios one out. She's a little bit different. She's pretty. So there's all kinds of metal filigree pieces. Oops, stay put. Now we have. This is another one that I went, ah, when I pulled it out. Big, big nuggets. And at first I thought they might be Larimar, but I think they're Amazonite. They got big holes on them too. Most of them do. This one does anyway. So big old nuggets. Oops. Looks like this is a bag of odds and end things from some place called Craftica. I've never bought anything from Craftica before, but we have little Buddhas, it looks like. And yep, that's a little Buddha also, a different colored one. And oh, a Buddha head. And some Hamza hands. And a little gold Buddha head inside the baggie still. Lots of goodies in here. Ah, Amazonite from nuggets from a Sam's Athens box. Okay. So those are Craftica things. The last thing I'm going to show you is actually in this bag, and it is just special. But I've got all kinds of little odds and end things she sent me still. So we'll get to the baggie last. This is from Dollar Bead Box. It's one of those European beads. I think they call them Pandora beads with the blue swirl. Well, blue with a white swirl, I should say. Now I do stick these on leather sometimes. Actually, these might go on my 3mm leather. Oop, we have more metal. See what we got in this baggie. I have to move stuff over here pretty soon. It's sort of getting out of hand. There we go. We have, oh, it's an owl. Okay. We have some little metal birds. Some owl heads. Little eyeballs only. And it looks like they're, well, are they? Or is it just another one down below that makes it look like it's a connector? I think it's just something down below. Swirlies. Like little shields. I think I'm going to have to take this out. It looks like it's almost like a feather kind of thing. They're chandeliers. Looks like almost like a peacock feather. And then it's got 5 holes down here and a connector hole up there. Okay. And these might be ear wires. I'm not positive, but I think they might be. Come here, you. When do you come out? Yeah, they are ear wires. Now, I don't tend to use this style of ear wire, so they might get stuck in somebody's box. You shared the place to get the beeswax lotion? Okay, thank you. Okay. $37mm by 29mm Sacred Heart with the Evil Eye pewter pendants. I think these look like they came out of one of Randy's boxes that she used to do, the inspiration boxes. Because it looks like the labels she used to put on them. There's some more things, beads from Dollar Bead Box. Those are pretty. A lot of times I don't like these half and half beads like this, but these are not a solid color. They're almost like a vitriol wash on them. So those are pretty, and they're a deep blue before that, so they're pretty. So, and of course these came from Dollar Bead Box originally. Go in the right side, you. Okay, don't go in the right side. Well, yes, I want you to. I managed to do that without dumping them. Surprise. Oh, these are heavy. These are some silver spacers. I think they're probably Tahitian silver. And they got some heft to them, so they're pretty solid. They're a pretty spacer. Those require something special, I think. I think. Okay. We have some blue leaves. The tray back out here. Hole runs from here to here. Now these I know came out of the Beadbox Bargains. They were last year, I'm pretty sure. Their hole is in the middle. So I would probably wire wrap these little guys around a hoop. So this is a box that this is friend made from hi Dawn. Hi from Gina Stroup of Lakefront Jewels. And there's a lot in here. I've still got at least 3 or 4 more packages down in here, as well as my big package that I said was going to be last. So we have a couple of peace sign beads. Hole runs from here to here. Make cute earrings. And then there's, not sure what color, what these beads would be called, but there's, looks like 8 of a variety of colors in here. We have more Buddha heads in green and black. Well, it's not really green. It's like a tea. I don't know what you'd call that color. It's not blue. It's not green. It's not really teal either. Hey, Anastasia. Bye, Tina. Hope your appointment goes well, whatever it is. Now we have all kinds of little, it looks like Hamza hands in here, as well as maybe a few evil eyes. There's 2 evil eyes. These may have been the ones from out of Softflex. I put a flatback crystal in them, and oh, these Hamza hands are all different. Well, these little silver ones are the same, but all of these guys are slightly different. Oh, yes, your Botox. Well, good luck, babe. Hopefully that'll work to solve the problem. Now I have 3 more little packages from Dollar Bead Box. We have some little checkerboard ones, some little purple butterflies. These ones holes go from top to bottom, and then we have some little striped blue and white ones. And then after we put these all away, we're going to get into my last little package that's in here. Let's get these things put away because they're taking up a lot of space. We'll get a lot of them back in the box. I will have to separate stuff and get them in into places where they'll belong now. These are big nuggets. They're so cool looking though. And then all kinds of, like I said, these are little bead box bargains pieces that she obviously didn't use and decided to pass them on in hopes that I would use them for something. So we've got quite a few of those. Looks like 6 bead box bargains packages, or dollar bead boxes, I should say. And though we do have a couple of bead box bargains, this is definitely for bead box bargains. And metal pieces, and she didn't scrimp on the gift. I can certainly say that. Some blue leaves, the silver beads. We have this cool cord. I'm not sure what else I'm going to put on this, but one of the snakes will fit on the ends. We did try that and it would work. So then we have the glass pendants, this one, and oh, where's the other one? I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. There, the 2 glass pendants. These funky yellow beads, which could be leaves or snakes. We have did I put the other snake head away already? It must be in here still in this pile. There's the green and brown beads, the crystal, the rainbow, the butterfly earrings. There's the other snake end right there. The lunar moth, which I'm seriously thinking about making into a sun catcher. Yeah, there are a lot of goodies in here. Like I said, I was really shocked. I was expecting the one piece that she asked me if I wanted, and there was just a ton more stuff here. It's our little Green Girl Studios fairy. And these cool rings. Those are interesting. Put them safely here. Little kit thing. We have our Peruvian donut, ceramic donut piece. The beads, including our Millefiori squares and the butterflies. These are hefty, like I said, so they'll have to go on something strong. There's 2 big porcelain beads here. And our Botswana agates, which are probably just going to go get dumped into my Botswana agate bin. Then lastly, of course, is our Raven bottle. So that was my goodie box from Gina, all except this one last thing, which you guys, Gina makes polymer clay pieces. She's put me a little note in here. These are a few of my polymer clay pieces. Please enjoy them. And I think we will. So we'll open up our goodie bag here, and we're going to dump out our polymer clay pieces that she sent us. Now Gina made these. She makes polymer clay, and so these are some of the pieces she has made. And so she sent me sets to start with. We have 3 sets here. Some round ones. Come on, open up, baggie. With a bigger one and 2 small ones for like an earring and necklace set. And because they are polymer clay, they're pretty lightweight. This one is some like diamond shape. Well, teardrop, not diamond. And it's another set with the earring ones and then the pendant one. And can you see what this one is right off the bat here? Spirit bears. So we have spirit bears, and they're facing opposite direction. No, they're not. I thought they were facing opposite directions, but they're not. Earrings and a pendant for our spirit bears. And she puts a resin over the top of her stuff so it's nice and it's protected and it's shiny. So this is the set with the pendant and earring pieces for spirit bears. Definitely going to have to make something with those. And then this set is just, I opened this up last night because I couldn't resist, but you'll look at all of these pretties in here. This one is a gorgeous pendant. Oh, hold the bear up. It had a glare on it. Okay, just a sec. Just the pendant or the little guys too? Here is our pendant for the spirit bear. He's pretty cool. So then we have this really cool, she doesn't have a jump ring in this one, dragonfly pendant. Let's see if I can get the glare off of it because it's got a good glare going there. From the light, there we go. Just got a dragonfly across here in gold. He's pretty neat. Then there's these two, which are matchy-matchy. They also have, she's also put a jump ring on those already. We have a monstera leaf. This one actually looks like a stone to me. Isn't that pretty, teardrop? Then there's 2 buttons. So these will make cool button bracelets. I think ones have your name on them. You think so, huh? And we have, is there another one of these guys or is it a single guy? I think he's a single guy. Now see, the back looks cool too, but it's not got a pattern on it, though this side has swirly wave-like pattern on it. Then we have a couple of go-go donut sets here. One in orange, green, and white. As you can see, the back is just resin. I mean, she didn't put it thick on the back. And this one's black and white. And these were the ones that just, I went, oh God, I love those. Look at these little foxes, and they're facing opposite directions too, so they're great for earrings, and they're really lightweight. So they're so cute. And then there's 2 more foxes. These have little gold leaves on them. And that's my polymer clay stuff that Gina. Now these I feel are extra special because Gina made these. She makes polymer clay items. If you go to Lakefront Jewels, a lot of her jewelry that's there is polymer clay. So I love these little foxes. They're so cute. Not sure what I'm going to put on them, but they are going to become a pair of earrings. They might even become a pair of earrings for me. You know, Dawn, these are probably about the color you said your mom had her Christmas tree, because they're pink with a little bit of a pale like green in there, and some it's almost a cream color. So yeah, this looks like a stone to me too, and it is not. So that's really pretty. The buttons, like I said, will make great button bracelets. There's a blue one. And then the foxies, the little foxes. I do love these foxes. They're so cute. I don't usually use round jump rings, but I'm probably going to leave these jump rings in better than to try and take them out. I don't want to accidentally break my polymer clay piece. I love them. They're just adorable. So, and that is my polymer clay pieces from Gina. So weren't those great? You want the foxes? I want them too. So that is the last of my items from my box from Gina, and it's so cool. I'm not sure I've got things back in it so I can close it. Because it's a very full box. Yeah, we'll see if we can at least get it partially closed here so they don't dump out anywhere. Lots and lots of wonderful, wonderful pieces here. And I would have swore I left the wings out, but they're not sitting here. Maybe I did put them back. Wings. Are you in here, Wings? Yes, there they are. I was thinking I'd make some earrings with the wings, because all I think I'm going to do is put a crystal up on the top, and then they'll be just have a crystal and hang from that. You could just put an ear wire on them. Pretty well put together. I do not know, Anastasia, if she sells the individual items. She does make them, and then she makes things out of them, and they're in her shop. It's called Lakefront Jewels. Now, to be truthful with you, I'm not sure if Lakefront Jewels is on Etsy or if it's just an individual website. You'd have to check that out. I didn't check after I got this yesterday or this morning, so I should have done, and I didn't. And I'm very remiss on that, and I apologize. But I do know that she does sell them. I know she sells finished pieces. I don't know if she sells the individual unfinished pieces, but it wouldn't surprise me, because I know she sold them to Randy before at wholesale price so that Randy could sell them. Randy Brown of Thunder Horse Descendant. She has sold them before, and there's a weird bit of loop right here on this. I'm going to see if I can get it off. I don't want to unglue the piece, but at the same time, I don't like that. Residue there. But actually, I have actually even bought some that she sold to Randy to sell. So she is on Etsy. And she does have a few pieces not made into something. Okay, cool. Okay. So she is on Etsy. Dawn looked, and they are Lakefront Jewels. I need a piece of paper so I can write that for you guys so you can see it. Her name is Gina Stroup, and that's a P. Lakefront Jewels. Like so. And I suspect, since she obviously has made the foxes, if you wanted the foxes and she doesn't have them on her site to sell, I would advise you to message her and ask her, do you have any and how much are they? Because I saw them in Rose's Garden, and I would be interested in a pair of the foxes, or even just one if you just want one for a pendant. But yes, she's a very, very good jewelry designer, as well as a polymer clay artist, so she does a really good job. So we're a little over the hour, but not too much. So I think we will these are crystals I bought from Randy the other day. I do need to get them put in their crystal box, but we have some rondelles. We have some pretty rounds, faceted, and then we have some lantern style. Now, I'm just going to put one crystal above our feather, or our wing, I should say, and I've got to decide whether I want a smaller or a larger. I think I'm leaning towards the lanterns. They're not really, I know I'm not going for the rondelles. The rondelles are a little big for this. I don't want to overpower our wing. They're gorgeous, but not what I'm going for. So we have our wing, and we can put either, oops, sorry for bumping the camera, didn't mean to do that, this round one above it, or this lantern one above it. Either would work, I think. I don't want to overpower the wing, but at the same time, I don't want to have the crystal be a non-starter, so to speak. I think we'll go with those, the round, faceted rounds. So what we need is ooh, those are definitely not even close to the same color wire there. Mm. Mm. Randy is Randy Brown of Thunder Horse Descendant. She sells both beads and her own jewelry on her site. And she's on YouTube at, well, on my time it's 8, but she's on 9 Central Time because she's at Central Time. She's in North Dakota. And, oh, thanks, Heather. Good luck there. So you're now at the hospital and waiting to be called back, or at the surgical center, wherever you're at there. We're all sending you positive vibes and prayers and good luck and all that lovely stuff. So yes, yeah, she has a website which is thunderhorsedescendant.biz. That's Randy, and now Heather sells stuff too. If you haven't found her, she's TT's Trinkets and Treasures. So, and I have an Etsy shop for where I sell my finished products at. I don't sell beads, but I do sell my finished products. It is www.etsy.com/ excuse me, shop/@in Rose's Garden. Actually, I could put that on. Go down, go back down. That's true, Heather. We should do that. So that is my Etsy shop. Heather does not have a website, I believe, though she does sell on her YouTube channel. She does a live sell. Is it every other Saturday, Heather? And hers is, let me see. It's TT's Trinkets and Treasures. So let's put that in. Come on, let me do it. I'm not sure if that is exactly how hers goes on YouTube, but it's something like that. Would that be correct, Heather? Your YouTube thing, if they just do that, they're going to find you? Oh, cool. Black Friday sale. That's cool. Though I won't be here because I will be at my own show. I have a 3-day show coming up on Black Friday weekend. And that's my last show that I've scheduled for the year. So I'm thinking I want to put some posts on these earrings. So let's see what I got. Stars, rounds, hearts. Almost down to teardrops. Are you trying to get a personal shopping preview? Heather, you know you'd let me if I wanted to. So now I'm going to I want to put a pretty on these, but which one do we want? No, I don't want you. Maybe just this little guy, though. Will it be too small? I don't want it to be overpowered. At the same time, I don't want to overpower the earrings. So I think not. Could do. I think this post would make it too long, even though this is one of my favorite styles. So this one, oh, come here. Go sit there, right? Would sit like this. Or we have this one. Usually I can drive these posts down in the mat a little bit and they'll won't roll around, but I got a little bit of butterfingers for some reason today. There we go. Or just the plain little tanzanite purple. Well, put you right there. I think any of these would work, but I think this one's going to make it a little too long because it does give that ½ inch there. Though I do love this one. Well, I'm going to jump ring these on, so I'm going to do my loop here. I'm just going to go at the very point of these because I don't want a huge wrapped loop here. of a sudden it started pouring down rain outside. Ouch. Now we have to decide which one of these we want to use. Since I've got them both wound up and ready to go now, they just have to be hooked on. So this one or our little guy here. Come here, you. Now they both have crystals, though this one is just the crystal in it in a little case like you would a pair of diamond earrings or something. This one has crystals in a designed piece. So oh, thank you, Anastasia. Hey, Steve. I think she said her next sale was going to be on Black Friday. Up above, Steve. She said something about Black Friday. So that's not this Friday. It's a week from Friday. So still trying to decide which post I like better. They both work. I think this one makes it lighter, so to speak, and this one brings more of the golds in. So I'm not sure which I really like the best. I'm actually sort of leaning towards this one, even though it is a tanzanite, a purple, as opposed to a clear crystal. But I still like it. I think that's what we're going to go for. Let's see, got to put you back in your home and get a new one out of this one. Get a couple of jump rings. It's my baby jump rings right there. Anybody have anything they want us to make in one of these days? I have no plans for tomorrow, though I could use some of Gina's pendants and make something from those. How you doing, Steve? Is she nervous? I know she was earlier. Okay. So there it is with the tanzanite earwire on. And now some backs for those. Oh, now that's interesting. This one is not is loose, and the other one was tight. I think that one's missing its silicone inner piece. I don't think I've ever seen one of mine have that problem before. But I guess there's a first time for everything. Now see, this one's nice and tight. So there we go. There's our little earrings. We didn't do much to them, just put some crystals and ear posts on, but they sure changed it up a little bit, just doing those two small minor things. Stay put. So we're going to turn up now, as I think we're going to call it a day. Even though Heather's not coming on and we need to rush off. So there we go. So here's what it looks like, all finished. And as you can see, it's pretty long earring, going to be a shoulder duster. But I think it's pretty. So and I have such a bunch of really pretty things that Gina has sent me. By all means, check out her Etsy shop, Lakefront Jewels. And I know that Dawn said she did check, and she did have some pieces that were not made up that you can use, that you can get. And like I said, if you have something in specific that you would like, you can always ask her if it's something she makes. Like we've got the bears here and the foxes and all kinds of wonderful fun things. So I think like I said, I was really surprised when that big box came, but I certainly wasn't going to complain about it because, hey, they're gorgeous. I was really excited to get them. And I think she did a great job making them, and the one she made, and gave me some really cool, interesting things. So I sincerely thank her for those. Those are great. And we're going to go for the day. We'll see you all tomorrow. And Steve, if you're still here, don't forget to let us know how Heather does. And because we're rooting for her, we're praying for her, and we're hoping everything goes good. And We'll see you all later. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. Bye-bye.